Some of my most favorite times in the spring or the fall are just sitting out on the porch and hanging out with friends and family. That is, until those pesky mosquitoes come out. Is there anything we can do? Well, Bulbhead thinks so. They've released a product called the Skeeter Tornado. That looks interesting. This is what we're going to check out today. If you're new here, my name is Jeff, and this is Jeff Reviews for You. On my channel, I review a whole lot of products. I specialize in as seen on TV. Once in a while, I do a little bit of a DIY just because I think it was a lot of fun. If that interests you, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and click the bell below. That way, you're notified every time I release a video just like this one. One more thing, don't forget to check down the description for my social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I would love it if you would follow me there too. Now, let's take a closer look at the Skeeter Tornado to see if it's any good. Here's the Skeeter Tornado. It's a bulb head vacuum action mosquito trap. It's interesting. It's got some lights here that draws them in. And look how gross. It says easy cleanup. We're going to see what that's like. All right, so let's do a quick unboxing. So looking at the box, this is a whole lot smaller than I thought it would be. I don't have anything else in the box. I've got some directions. You can buy a diamond ring. Looks like a charging cable or a power cable. I'm not sure yet. Here we go. Whoa, doesn't that look cool? So it's got this purplish color, probably to resemble UV lights or ultraviolet lights. And so then I've got some LED there and here. I guess it just sucks them down and you take out the bottom. Well, let's go look at the directions. In the directions we read that we have to have it plugged in order to work. Right here at the top is the on-off button. You can use it outside, but they tell us not to use it outside without any supervision because it is not water resistant at all. When we're done using it, you can just do a quick twist and all of your bugs and mosquitoes should be here at the bottom. As I was looking at the Skeeter Tornado, it kind of reminded me of a product I reviewed not that long ago, and that was called the Monster Trapper. Do you remember that one? If you don't remember, here it is. It's a very similar concept where it draws them in, vacuums them down, and then they're stored here at the bottom. Now, the Monster Trapper is much larger, and it has a nicer cord, but we'll see how the Skeeter Tornado does. I should say that the Skeeter Tornado comes with a 6-foot-long micro USB plug. Let's just see what it looks like on. Oh, those are some nice bright lights. I don't know if you can hear this. It's got a very faint fan in there. Okay. Looks neat. Let's go set it up outside. Here we are outside. It's about 5:30 in the evening. I'm going to leave it out here for a few hours just to see if it attracts any bugs. So, tell me, have you used any of these vacuum trapper, mosquito trappers or whatnot? What are your thoughts? Let me know down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. You can see the light coming off of the Skeeter Tornado. It is very bright. I mean, you can see this from a few hundred feet away. Definitely a big, bright purple light. Let's see if the bugs like it. It looks like we attracted a moth, but it's not going to fit. I've had the Skeeter Tornado actually running all night. It's been under a covered porch and it didn't rain. And I was watching it a little bit last night and I did see some bugs go down in there, but then I saw quite a few bugs just fly through. So I'll be interested to see actually how many bugs are down here. I will say also I had this about 10, 15 feet away from me, but I was still having bugs come where I was and not necessarily going over here to the Skeeter Tornado. Just an observation. Let's open this up and see what's inside. Let's turn this off and take a look. Quick twist of the Skeeter Tornado. And there it goes. All right, so I have a handful of bugs. I think they're all moths. Maybe a better name of this would have been the Mother Tornado. Anyway, I guess it doesn't have the same ring to it. You know, I'm a little disappointed. When I reviewed the monster trapper and I took the cap off, this thing was full of all sorts of bugs, but the Skeeter Tornado just doesn't have the same result. In this video, we were looking at the Skeeter Tornado. So what did I think of this? Well, I absolutely love the idea of a little device that draws and attracts in the bugs so you can enjoy yourself outside and they don't bother you. Now, that being said, in practice, that didn't happen. I had this thing 15, 20 feet away from me, and I'm just sitting there and bugs are all around. I'm thinking, well, that's annoying, but there's nothing really going towards the Skeeter Tornado. Well, after I left it out a few nights, I check in that little area where the bugs get captured, and it was really just moths. I thought, that's strange. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. So I brought out my monster trapper, and I said, I'm going to put this in a head-to-head test. I put them both out the next night, or the next morning. I came out, and the monster trapper had a handful of mosquitoes in it, like I thought it should. And the Skeeter Tornado, really just moths. And that was kind of frustrating. Just showed me that it didn't really work like it's supposed to. Now, I know bugs are drawn to different types of lights and such, so maybe the Skeeter Tornado doesn't have the right lighting for mosquitoes specifically. I just know it didn't work for me. That being said, if this is something that still interests you, I will leave a link down in the description. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. As always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day. Since the results of the Skeeter Tornado from last night were not that impressive, I'm going to try it again. But I'm also going to bring out the Bell and Howell Monster Trapper. I'm going to set them up on the same porch, turn them both on, and we're going to see in the morning which one has the most. I should say that both of these areas, or both of these holding areas, are completely empty. And so this is a fair test starting right from the beginning. Last time I tried the Monster Trapper, it did a pretty good job, and I was pretty disappointed with the Skeeter Tornado. So we're going to see what happens tonight. Here we have the Skeeter Tornado on the left and the Monster Trapper on the right. This area of my house is where I get the most amount of mosquitoes, so I'm interested to see what they look like in the morning. You can already see that the two lights are very different in color. More purple from the Skeeter Tornado and a bluish color from the Monster Trapper. I do have this under a covered porch. It is not supposed to rain at all this evening. It's supposed to be pretty clear, so I'm okay leaving these outside. But then again, it is covered. I'm interested to see what each of the holding containers look like in the morning. Now for the moment of truth. It's clear to see that bugs were attached to both of these, but let's see what's on the inside. We're going to open up the Skeeter Tornado first. Turn it off. Quick twist. Oh, lots of moths, lots of bugs. I think I pretty much just see moths. All right, to clean these out, you can just upside down, tap, tap, tap. Most of those are still alive and they're going to fly away. All right, now let's try the Monster Trapper. Same thing, turn it off. Quick twist. Inside, there's a lot of dud bugs. There's a few different types, though. I don't know if you can see the very, very small, tiny ones. Maybe a mosquito or two. Under a closer examination of the Monster Trapper, I counted 4 mosquitoes. There was no mosquitoes in the Skeeter Tornado itself. So, that being said, the Monster Trapper is better at catching mosquitoes. I really do appreciate that you stayed around for my entire review of the Skeeter Tornado. Great concept, just not there yet entirely for me. Anyway, during this video, I showed 2 other items. One was my Fox speed, and that's how I powered the Skeeter Tornado. And if you haven't seen that review, I'm going to link it right up here. Also, I put my Monster Trapper to the test once again. And if you haven't seen that, I'm going to link that video right up here. And I would love it if you would click on one of those links. And by the magic of the internet, when you click here or here, I'm going to join you at that review. So go ahead, click one. They're safe, I promise.